Hello, and welcome to Apex Instant Tips, episode number 195, brought to you most Fridays at 12:05 Eastern. We are your hosts. I'm Anton.
And I'm Marwa. Hi, Anton. Hi, everyone.
Hi there. What up, chat? My daughter says that's what I'm supposed to say. What up, chat? So anyway, we have been going over on our tips a little bit long a couple of times. This week, our tips, we have 3 tips. We're going to do them so fast. I'm not even going to bother turning on the timer because I know we're going to hit them so fast. So I'm going to dive right in. Recently gave a tip about the Apex to Go app, some things for doing for mobile design, that kind of thing. We're going to move on from that to give three more quick tips, 3 or 4 more quick tips about mobile apps, mobile app design. And the first and the biggest tip on that is, in addition to this Apex to Go app, there is in the gallery a PWA Reference App. The PWA Reference App has a lot of great information in it, and I recommend that you just, if you're doing mobile or PWA app development, that you take a look at this. Even if you're not going to publish it as a PWA, there's great information here. But if you are going to do it as a PWA, you should definitely look here. Marwa, any thoughts on something we should show them from here?
Yes, I think there are a lot of useful tips on this application. And the first thing that really interested me is going to the advanced section.
Okay. So right here.
And take a look at the offline fallback tip here.
Okay.
So
yeah.
You can understand from the picture here that it's going to guide you through on how to customize the page that you will land on if you are offline.
Yes, no delay from Marwa today. I love this. So yeah, and I mean, I've done a bunch of these, and I always have to come back and look this up. You use messages to do this. It's a little bit weird to me. I'll show you really quickly. You come into your app, you go to shared components, you go to globalization, text messages, and in here you have your offline body and your offline title. You can do it in different languages, which is nice, so that if you can do it. But this is where your application offline content is.
And I can see that you included an href and you've called it try again. That's because the default page has a button. Let's say, I think, go back or something like that. A
Right,
button
retry.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you need to replace that when you do your own message or your own text.
Super important. Otherwise, you'll get this message and you'll be stuck there. You won't be able. You won't be able to get back to your other page. You'll just sit there. And if you're in a PWA, there's no navigation or anything, so you need to have that button. Great tip. All right, I'll give a tip now. My tip is that there are also a number of sort of mobile-specific dynamic actions, and actually, they're not really mobile-specific. You can use them. You can use them in other applications as well. I added, for example, right here on this page, I added this share. This share is a mobile dynamic action, just a dynamic action called share, and you can just configure it. And for example, I can share this to messages, notes, freeform. I want to share it as a reminder, and you can say, "Hey, check out this restaurant," and there's the link to the restaurant.
And I think you added that text saying, "Check out this restaurant."
I did. I'll show if I can do it easily. There we go. We'll take a quick look at it. And this has a dynamic action on it. It's the share dynamic action. And you can see right there, it's the action type is share, check out this restaurant, and the page that it's going to go to. And I've defined the restaurant ID, all of that kind of thing. If you're going to do this kind of thing, of course, you have to have your checksumming set up and so forth. I decided to just not put any checksums on this page at all, but we've done a whole bunch of things on checksums. So, but this is a great little dynamic action. All right, Marwa, your turn. What do you got for us?
Okay, so next, when I worked with that kind of dynamic action, I noticed that there is different dynamic action, a different type that is present here, and it's about geolocation, yes, and even it's explained here in the reference app. So you can have a dynamic action on your page to get the location.
Right, I'll show this one in my little browser simulator. I'll do get location. I'll say allow, and there it is.
It's a super simple dynamic action. You can make it in a declarative way, which is
Right.
very right.
You put it in, usually in a hidden item. I didn't make it hidden here because I wanted to be able to show it, but it got my latitude, longitude. Let's take a look at that dynamic action. Get location, and here we go. Get current position is the action type, and you just tell it what item you want to put that into. And like I said, normally be a hidden item and probably not protected, but there you go. All right. Marwa, I'm sure we made it. Those are our tips for today. That's got to have been less than 5 minutes.
Yes, great.
All right, so we made our 5-minute window today with no trouble. I do have a wisdom of the week. My wisdom of the week is that you should be following Mike Hitchwa and checking out his post on LinkedIn. Mike recently posted about, and I'm not going to read this whole post, but Mike's recent post on LinkedIn is about the fact that Apex Lang is coming. Apex Lang is going to be an AI-friendly language for writing into an Apex application. The first release of Apex Lang will allow you to export your Apex application into Apex Lang, and then you'll actually be able to modify it. The export file or files, it'll be split into pages and so forth, and it will be very AI friendly. You'll have an AI agent that you'll be able to interact with, and then you'll be able to re-import that into your Apex application, and all of those changes will be there. So you will be able to do mass updates or work with your agent. It's very agent friendly. You'll be able to say add an item to a page, and it will add the item to the page for you. In the first release of it, this is my understanding, based upon a little insider knowledge, but it's public. This has been public stated. The first release you'll be doing a whole application import. There's actually a pre-processing kind of thing through SQL where Apex Lang becomes an import, and then you'll be importing the whole application. With Apex 26.2, I believe you'll be able to do more discrete things. You'll be able to just import a page, so you won't have to overwrite the whole application. But this is going to change the way you work with Apex. Read this blog post or this LinkedIn post, understand it, get started now. He's giving you some things that you should do yesterday, or certainly today. Get on it right away.
Yes, this is very interesting, and I think we do have a comment from Brian. Question.
Let's see. What are you using for the mobile device simulator? Oh, that's a great question. So I have Xcode installed, and when you install Xcode, it also installs the simulator app. I don't think you need both. But if you can just check on your laptop, or on your Mac, I'm on a Mac. If you do Spotlight search, Command Spacebar, and simply do simulator, it's the simulator app. So, and you can download it from the App Store, whatever you might have. But the simulator app is super. I don't know of an equivalent on Windows, but on a Mac, that's it. Okay. Yeah, it only works while the browser, your screen gets locked, tracking stops. Yeah, that is a bummer. There are some workarounds to that, but they do mean more work at the application layer. Not just doing a PWA builder isn't going to get you what you need from that. So thank you, Plumman, for that limitation point. Celebrate, yes. So Apex Lang is huge. It brings Apex. It's this leapfrog effect. Apex was the tool to use, and then basically, just this last February, agentic coding just went through the roof, and it made it so productive to code in a standard language that in some sense, it was leapfrogging Apex, but Apex is going to have that leapfrog effect again very shortly. This is coming really, really quickly, and when it does, Apex is going to be back on top. And so I really encourage people to check this out. All right. Well, I think that was it. Marwa, what are they supposed to do now?
Subscribe and share, hit the like button.
Right. All those things. Send your mom a letter. Tell her all about the show.
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.